that will change my behavior for the future.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is not a journal entry. This is not a day or whatever. This is just a me in a fucking state of this is what just happened. So it's course registration today, and was like registering for courses and so on, sort of thing. There was a course that caught my eye called the Psychology of Death and Dying. Now, that course is taught by Dale Stout. The course code is PSY 410. I go to the academic calendar. The calendar says that in order to qualify to be able to register for PSY 410, you need to have PSY 206 and PSY 336 as pre or co-requisites. Pre or co-requisites, what does that mean? Prerequisite is you have to take the course before, but since it says or, meaning that you can take these courses at the same time as you're taking that one. I have already taken PSY 206. I have not taken PSY 336. However, this semester I'm registered for PSY 336, which means since I've taken this course and I'm currently going to take this course, I qualify to take for PSY 410, the Psychology of Death and Dying, which is what I want to do. However, when I went on the self-service homepage sort of thing, it did not let me get past it. It said like, nope, you can't take PSY 410, the Psychology of Death and Dying one, because you don't have PSY 336 as a prerequisite. And so I was like, hold the fucking phone, okay? Because the academic counselor says that. So then I went, okay, let's email the chairhead. So I emailed the chairhead, which is Professor Carriere, Jonathan Carriere, sent him an email explaining the situation. But since it's the course registration day, I'm assuming that he has his hands full and a lot of stuff is going on. So he's not going to get to that email right away. Cool. So the problem is unsolved, but I still have the problem, sort of thing. But since I know the professor, Dale Stout, I thought that it would be worthwhile to email him directly, going like, hey, by the way, this is the problem. So I did that. Now, this email, like this is a tenured professor, like well-known, like a very good professor. I like the courses he's had. Difficult, but you'll learn something from it. The one course I remember taking with him was a history of psychology. It was a very impactful course on me. Like it really changed my perspective, which was very, very cool. Okay, cool. So I'm crafting an email for him. Now, in writing this email, I do not want to come across as like I don't really care, just make it happen, bitch, you know. Or I want to show that like, you know what? No, I'm interested as well as educated enough to make an exception, sort of thing. Because if the system's saying I can't do it, maybe it's a typo in the academic calendar and I don't know what it is. Right now, I don't have power. I'm asking for a favor. I'm going like, hey, by the way, can I get into this course that it says I can't do that? I've asked him, but he hasn't responded because he's got a lot of stuff to do. So when writing the email to him, I need to prove that it's not going to be a mistake to let me go into this course. Even though the academic calendar says it, I need to have that mentality because that just makes the potential problem that could be there just less of the thing, whatever. So in composing this perfect email, it took like 35 minutes. Like it felt like I was writing an essay. But I revised it, made sure it was very clear. Like I well worded it well. How ironic. So that the point would be clear and that I had put thought into it. I was going, here's my problem. I'm pretty sure that I can I should be allowed to do this. I've contacted Carriere already. Can you help? Sort of thing. And so I just got an email back from him saying that, going like, hey, what's good, Duncan? I'd love to have you in the class. I've CC'd Jonathan and Gene Porter to make this happen, sort of thing. So it was just like a fucking yes. Like I'm excited about the fact that I'm in the course. Also, why it's just very, very important, a key detail to include is currently on the system, the number of people in the course is 0. when I applied. There's 15 slots, 0 people are registered. So I'm the only one, meaning it's a one-on-one experience with the professor, which sounds fucking legitimate, like super cool. Like I'm very excited about that fact. So that's why like another reason why I'm just very excited about being able to take this course. And so the feeling I'm happy because I'm in the course, obviously, but as well as the fact that all of the thought that went into sending that email and the steps I took were rewarded is just yes. Because I know that, well, number one, it feels fucking good, but that will change my behavior for the future. That right now, if I do something that requires a lot of thought and I get a reward from it, that means I'm going to be more likely to do it again. So looking long term, then I'm long term, I will be more likely to repeat that behavior sort of idea. Because I find it frustrating when I don't do a productive thing and I'm rewarded for it. If I procrastinate something over and over and over and over and over, right? And then I hand it in and I get a good grade. It's like, no, I didn't deserve that grade. Like the worst study habits ever to do that. Now, I understand that the procrastination is a kind of, my brain is still thinking about it, that procrastination time, but still that kind of productivity habit is not universally applicable successfully. I can't just procrastinate everything everywhere. Yet, when I did, I was rewarded for it, which means I'm going to be more likely to do it in the future. So just here, when I do something, algorithmically put thought into it, and whether or not it was too much thought or not enough thought, or whether I could have just said like, hey, I want to register, can I do it? And then he'd be like, absolutely. Like it could have been that easy, but I made it, put some more thought into it. I'm happy that there was that sense of reward as well, because I know that will make me with other things that require a lot more thought, or where there's more thought being put into it will show in the final result that the behavior that here I'm practicing it is now going to be more likely to occur there. As well as I'm excited about the course, Psychology of Death and Dying. It's going like how like death is a human affair, not a biological one. That's the first sentence in the course description, and then it's very like it's philosophical. Like it's I'm interested in it, and yeah, that's how I'm doing. I'm fired up.